like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Jackson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Jackson on first down. Going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Carried by number 30.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4th down.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It's a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The gun. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 8 yards there and a first down.
The 14-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Chandler Catanzaro lining up.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, That means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Panthers nothing.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Through an opening, and there he goes. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Chandler Catanzaro lining up for the extra.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30.
Good.
A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 24, Jackson got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. Taken from about the 12. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
13.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Cooper's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. A toss right to Henry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Buccaneers 20. Panthers 14.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 minutes.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. For his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Inside the 5. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do they may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Panthers 14.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll start with the option. On the RPO, that's complete right side. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. This is McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Jackson will keep it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
It's third down and goal to go.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He's going to try and take off with it.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
To number 39.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Matt Weil now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Keeps the score, Buccaneers 33, Panthers 14.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The ball carried by
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Jackson's pass.
7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. At the Buccaneers.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Buccaneers 33, Panthers 21.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Lawrence on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Fourth down, and on comes Chandler Catanzaro for the Buccaneers field goal attempt. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Not much there, only a yard. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Push him back. Push him back. Mike one.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Devin White. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
70
On 2nd down, here's Henry.
Derrick Henry.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
24-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down. Tonight.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He took you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Tampa Bay,